Welcome to Chasing Curiosity. TV subscribe and press the bell icon for more updates. On October 3, 2025, the Philippines unveiled a new official map, instantly igniting national pride and international attention. Television screens and social media feeds across the country buzzed with images of the updated chart, now boldly marking the West Philippine Sea with clear, assertive boundaries. This was more than a cartographic update. It was a declaration of sovereignty, a direct response to years of maritime tension and foreign encroachment. The government's move was strategic, shifting from reactive protests to proactive assertion, giving diplomats and soldiers a unified reference point. For the first time, ambiguity was erased. The lines were drawn, the names set, and the message unmistakable. These are our waters, defined by international law. Officials described the act not as aggression, but as a necessary clarification of national territory. Publishing a map is a fundamental exercise of state power, a way for a nation to visualize and present itself to the world. The Philippines was now showing a vision of a nation secure in its borders, backed by law, and unafraid to chart its own course. The new map became a symbol of resilience, a testament to the country's determination to defend its rights. It was more than geography, it was a statement of intent. The world was watching, and the Philippines had drawn its line. The new Philippine map is a direct answer to China's 10-dash line, which claims vast swathes of the South China Sea far beyond what international law allows. Where China's map is vague and expansionist, the Philippine map is precise, solid lines based on the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea. It charts the country's exclusive economic zone and continental shelf, replacing fantasy with legal fact. This move forces the world to choose: support a claim grounded in law, or one based on unilateral assertion. Any foreign vessel entering these waters is now on notice. The boundaries are clear. The burden shifts to China to justify its claims, which lack international support. The map is a weapon in modern statecraft, reinforcing national identity and providing a legal tool for future disputes. It's a line drawn not just on paper, but in the court of global opinion. The Philippines has made its case, clearly, and with the law on its side. The backbone of the new map is UNCLOS, the global treaty governing the world's oceans. Ratified by both the Philippines and China, UNCLOS defines territorial seas, exclusive economic zones, and continental shelves. The 2016 arbitral tribunal ruling in The Hague affirmed the Philippines' rights and rejected China's historic claims. For years, Philippine maps didn't reflect this legal victory, until now. The new map closes that gap, officially adopting the West Philippine Sea and charting boundaries defended by the tribunal. This isn't about new claims, it's about aligning the map with binding international law. The Philippines stands as a champion of the rules-based order, contrasting its compliance with China's defiance. This strategy garners global support, reinforcing that right, not might, should govern the seas. The map is proof that the Philippines' claims are rooted in law, not ambition. The new map officially names and delineates the West Philippine Sea, reinforcing national claims and identity. It highlights the Kalayaan Island Group and Pag-asa Island, showing them well within the Philippine Exclusive Economic Zone. Panatag Shoal is marked as a traditional Filipino fishing ground, echoing the 2016 arbitral ruling. The Philippine Rise is clearly labeled, underscoring sovereign rights to its resource-rich seabed. Including Sabah, with a note of its disputed status, reasserts a historical claim without relinquishing it. These features make the map a bold declaration of the nation's full territorial and maritime identity. It's a tool for education, diplomacy, and national unity. The map is a comprehensive statement of who the Philippines is and what it stands for. China's 10-dash line claims nearly 90% of the South China Sea, overlapping the maritime zones of its neighbors. The line's origins are murky, lacking clear legal or historical basis, and its coordinates remain ambiguous. China uses this map to justify aggressive actions, harassing fishing boats, building artificial islands, and deploying its coast guard. The 10-dash line is not just a map feature, it's a blueprint for regional dominance. The international community, through UNCLOS and the 2016 tribunal, has rejected these claims. UNCLOS was created to replace vague historical assertions with clear, universal rules. China's insistence on its line is a direct challenge to the rules-based order. The Philippines' new map is a stand against this might makes right approach. The Philippines is not alone in rejecting China's expansive claims. Malaysia, Vietnam, and India all lodged strong protests against China's 2023 map, which encroached on their territories and economic zones. Vietnam condemned the 10-dash line as void, while India called China's claims absurd. Even Taiwan rejected the map, seeing the new dash as an escalation. These objections show China's actions are isolating it and uniting its neighbors. The Philippines' new map is part of a growing international consensus to push back. It's not just a solitary act, but a rallying point for those defending the rules-based order. The world is drawing its own lines in response. The inclusion of Sabah on the new map revives a long-standing, complex claim rooted in the Sultanate of Sulu's history. The Philippines argues Sabah was leased, not ceded, to the British, and should have reverted after colonial rule. Malaysia disputes this, maintaining full sovereignty. The claim has been dormant for decades, but its presence on the map is a formal reaffirmation. This move could strain ties with Malaysia, but for the Philippines, it's about historical record and national identity. Officials insist the map must reflect all legal and historical claims, even disputed ones. The map is a comprehensive account of the nation's territorial story. It looks to the future while acknowledging unresolved legacies. The 2025 map is the latest in a long tradition of Philippine cartography, tracing back to the 1734 Murillo Velarde map. That map, created by Spanish and Filipino artists, was used as evidence in the 2016 arbitration, showing Scarborough Shoal as Philippine territory. American and Spanish colonial maps further shaped the nation's boundaries, though many maritime entitlements remained undefined until modern times. The evolution from hand-drawn maps to satellite-based precision reflects both technological and political change. Today's maps are legal documents, defining exclusive economic zones and continental shelves. The new map continues this tradition, using science and law to assert national identity. It's a modern statement rooted in centuries of mapping. The Philippines' story is now clearer than ever, on paper and in principle. The West Philippine Sea is not just a legal battleground, it's an environmental crisis zone. The region's reefs are among the world's most biodiverse, but are being devastated by large-scale coral harvesting and destruction, much of it blamed on Chinese vessels. This environmental damage threatens food security and livelihoods for millions. The new map defines the zone where the Philippines has the right and responsibility to protect marine life. It's a tool for environmental governance, enabling law enforcement against destructive practices. The fight for sovereignty is also a fight for ecological survival. Protecting the map's lines means protecting the life beneath the waves. The stakes are national, regional, and global. The 2025 map marks a turning point for Philippine sovereignty. It's a symbol of legal victory, national pride, and a unified vision for the future. The map empowers the military, government, and citizens with clarity and purpose. It strengthens alliances and provides a concrete basis for defense and cooperation. The map is also a tool for environmental stewardship, asserting the Philippines' role as guardian of vital marine ecosystems. In drawing its line, the Philippines stands for a world order based on law, not force. This is a beacon of hope and a bold chart for the nation's future. The Philippines has drawn its line, clear, lawful, and resolute.